Hey guys, welcome to this video. So we have already seen the gauge, and now we're going to be seeing something which is called dial gauge. You can download the dial gauge from the marketplace. From here, from the marketplace, you can download the dial gauge. It's going to take some time to load, but you can add it to your custom visuals, and it's going to come here. Okay? So the dial gauge is a gauge in which you can have red, yellow, and green areas. You just need to be a little bit clever to actually program that gauge that way. Like here, we also have another one which is called tachometer, which we're going to see in the next video. But in this video, we're going to be looking at dial gauge. So we've seen the simple gauge, and now we're going to be looking at the dial gauge. So this one is a bit tricky, but I think Power BI keeps on updating this, so it's getting more and more comfortable. So in this case, let's say that in the census data, we don't have things like sales, but let's say that I'm interested in analyzing the education years, the number of years for which the participants have had their education. So it might be the maximum 16 years education, but we want to see the average, and we want to define areas like the red area. Someone has just 2 years of education, and a yellow area and a green area, and we want to show what's the current situation. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to drag this to the maximum. So I'll create a maximum here, and so I'll just drop down and say select the maximum. Okay. So the maximum is goes from 16. The maximum is 16, right? And then the minimum I think is by default 0, but I've not dragged that up right now. And now I want to see the actual value. So the actual value, I'm going to drag it to a column which is called pointer value. So the actual value is the average number of years that they have had. So the average is like 10 years of education for all the participants of the census. And now I want to define the red area first. And for the red area, I'm going to put in a value here in this place which is called actual end. So the actual end, I have to put a value, a single value, but for that I have to create a value. So let's say that my actual end is, let's say, for the 16 years of education. So if you have less than 8 years of education, then that's a red area. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to right click here on education years, and I'm going to say new measure. And here I'm going to have this measure. So I'm going to say red. I'm going to say 8. Create a red measure here, and I'm going to drag this in the area which is called actual end. So when I drag actual end here, so I can see that 8 years of education is basically something that I don't want. Basically, I just want everyone to complete at least 8 years of education. And for the yellow one, I'll create another measure. So I'll name that as yellow. So I'll name this as yellow. And for that, I'm going to say like 12 years of education. Okay. And here we have the yellow variable. And I'm going to drag this to the target end. So the actual end for the red one and this target end. So now you see that currently I'm in the yellow area. And what I can do is that I can come here and I can see the title. So the title is the average years of education. So I have this average years of education. Obviously, I can just let the font remain as this, but I'll just so I'm in the yellow area for this 10 years, and I just want to be. So what I can try to do is that I can have the. Let me see if I drag the minimum here. How it's gonna. Let me save it first. And changing. So if I drag the minimum, I guess the minimum is like 1 year of education. So So the minimum is 0 is of education. So I'm in the yellow zone currently. I can change the values of yellow and red to so that is what is a dial gauge, and it's pretty interesting because that's what you can show. So imagine having these indicators, 5 or 6 of these indicators together on the same chart, on the same dashboard, along with some gauges like this. You can have some basic gauge, you can have Sankeys, you can have hierarchy slicers. So it's really drill down deep into your data. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you liked it.